Well, body image is rooted in psychology because it's part of the human phenomenology to have an image of our bodies in our mind's eye. Like we're aware of what we look like to other people. And there's a strong social directive to be physically presentable. And so we get a sense of how we think we should look, and people give us feedback, and then we carry an image of ourselves. So women women are valued more based on appearance than men. And we know from some of the research about how people couple that appearance is more important to men when in a heterosexual relationship than it is to women. Women are more likely to go for something like intelligence or the ability to be a good provider. Not that attractiveness is not important or appearance is not important, it's just more important. Certainly having broader shoulders than hips is very, very important. Having a strong jaw for males has been found to be very important, and being tall. Again, if you think back to the Disney films that most men are exposed to from the time they're really little, the strong, cool characters are these big, kind of buff guys, and the buffoons are the sort of, ones with a kind of larger middles and smaller shoulders. And you get the message from very, very early on, even like children's TV shows like Nickelodeon. Who are the cool boys? There's a certain look, and you start to incorporate it on a subliminal level. And if you're not naturally genetically defined in that way, and some boys are, they're just genetically right in the pocket for how a boy should look, ideally, according to the media. But if you're not that, just like with women, there's a tendency to want to mold and shape the body to be as close to that male body image as possible. So let's say that you're not born a mesomorph, you're not born with a muscular physique genetically, that you're just a little bit thinner, just naturally a little more of a greyhound instead of a Labrador. One of the ways you can deal with that is to start lifting weights and going to GNC and buying protein powder and getting into muscle enhancement. Well, I think without all of the emphasis on self-esteem based on appearance, I think it would be pretty natural, because what teenager doesn't want to be the most attractive flower in the field, a tree in the forest. I think that just comes with what happens to the brain in puberty, that parts of the brain get turned on to seek romantic partners. And of course, you're going to want to be attractive, but what's happened, again, with this media exposure thing, is that it becomes way too important in terms of who you want to find as a romantic partner. Too much emphasis on attraction. Too much dismissal or criticism of people that don't fit the ideal body image. So we get increasingly away from diversity of body types for men. It only becomes okay to be that media ideal.